Welcome, football fans, to this NFL Week 12 review on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys hit that like button as I'm getting you started with Thursday Night Football, where we would see the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to take on the Cleveland Browns in prime time. And we would see a defensive battle in this game until the fourth quarter, when we would see the Cleveland Browns offense get the go-ahead touchdown with 50 seconds remaining in the game, as quarterback Jameis Winston was able to get the rushing TD leaping into the end zone to give Cleveland the lead. But it would be the defense for the Cleveland Browns that would shut down Russell Wilson and this Pittsburgh Steelers offense to close out the game, where we would see Cleveland get a 24-19 victory, upsetting Pittsburgh, led by running back Nick Chubb, who had 2 rushing TDs on the night to help give Cleveland the victory to kick off Week 12. And then on the Sunday slate, we're going to kick it off here with my Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Giants there in MetLife, where we would see quarterback Baker Mayfield and this Buccaneers offense on fire as they come off their bye week rested, and we would see a big rushing attack from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense, as they would have 4 different players on offense score a rushing TD in this game. And that's the first time in Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise history that 4 different players scored a rushing touchdown in this ball game, including quarterback Baker Mayfield, who also had 294 yards passing on the day. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense showed up well rested after the bye week, as well as the New York Giants offense was only able to score 7 points, getting those in late in the fourth quarter, as the Buccaneers get a 30-7 victory over the New York Giants. They now improve to 5-6 on the year and improve their 2024 playoff chances. And then next up on here, guys, we got the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins down in Miami, as the Dolphins have been hot the last few weeks, and they would remain hot in this matchup, scoring 24 points in the second quarter to get a huge victory, rolling over the New England Patriots 34-14, steamrolling them, as we would see quarterback Tua Tagovailoa have 317 yards and 4 passing touchdowns to lead his team to victory. And this is the Dolphins' 3rd straight victory, as they improve to 5-6 and improve their playoff chances for the 2024 season. And then next up on here, guys, we have the Detroit Lions traveling to take on the Indianapolis Colts, and Detroit's already 6-0 away from home on the season. Can they remain undefeated? They would, as they get the victory in this one 24-6, after we would see the Indianapolis Colts put up a good fight in the first half but get shut out by this Detroit Lions defense in the second half. But it was Jahmyr Gibbs on this Lions offense that had 90 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns on the day to help lead this Detroit Lions team to a 24-6 victory to improve to 10-1, their best start in franchise history, as they look like the number 1 team in the NFL right now. Then next up here, guys, in Week 12, we would see the Minnesota Vikings traveling to take on the Chicago Bears, and this would be a close matchup with a very weird ending as well, as we would see the Chicago Bears trailing in the fourth quarter, but they were able to get 17 points in the fourth quarter, a crazy onside kick after a long touchdown drive, and after they got the onside kick, we would see the game-tying field goal that would tie the game at 27-27, but the Minnesota Vikings in overtime would take care of business, getting the victory 30-27 in this Week 12 matchup, as we see running back Aaron Jones have one hell of a day with 106 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown. But also Jordan Addison, the wide receiver, had 8 catches for 162 yards and a touchdown on the day here to help lead this Minnesota Vikings offense to victory. And even though Caleb Williams had a really good passing day with 340 yards and 2 passing TDs, the Bears come up short again in this matchup. And then next up on here, guys, we see the Washington Commanders at home taking on the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cowboys would get the upset victory in this one in a very weird ending, as we would see the Dallas Cowboys score 24 points in the fourth quarter, but not after we see the Washington Commanders offense, led by their quarterback Jalen Daniels, hit a Hail Mary bomb to wide receiver McLaurin, who was able to score on the 87-yard touchdown to hopefully tie the game for the Commanders very late with just seconds left in the fourth quarter. But then we would see a missed extra point, and because of that, the Washington Commanders would trail by 1 point, 26-27, and on the ensuing onside kick, we would see the return team for the Dallas Cowboys return the kick to get the touchdown, and that's how they get the victory, 34-26 in Week 12. And then next up on here, guys, we see the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to take on the Carolina Panthers. And what you thought would be a mismatch, instead, we'd see a very, very close matchup in this one, with the Kansas City Chiefs offense, led by quarterback Patrick Mahomes, able to drive down the field and with just seconds to go, get the game-winning field goal to get the victory 30-27 over a Carolina Panthers team that showed a lot of heart and a lot of fight in this matchup. But they were no match for Patrick Mahomes, who had 269 yards passing and 3 passing TDs, but it was his legs late in this fourth quarter where he was able to scramble and get them inside field goal range to get the game-winning kick to win this game. Then next up here, guys, and out, by the way, congratulations to head coach Andy Reid, as we see the Kansas City Chiefs get their 10th win of 2024, and that is now 10 straight years for head coach Andy Reid on getting 10 wins with the Kansas City Chiefs as their head coach. And then next up here, guys, we see the Tennessee Titans at 3 wins on the year take on the Houston Texans, and the Texans unfortunately would get upset in this one, as we would see the defense for the Tennessee Titans really step up in this one late, forcing a safety late in the game that would put the game away, as the Tennessee Titans get the win 32-27, as Will Levis has one of his better games. Even though he threw a pick six in this one, he still has 278 yards and 2 passing TDs, and Tony Pollard also had 119 yards rushing on the day with a rushing TD to help lead this Tennessee offense to a victory here in Week 12. And then next up on here, guys, we see the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Denver Broncos would get a huge victory in the division as they win 29-19, led by quarterback Bo Nix, who's looking like the NFL Rookie of the Year right now, just ahead of Jalen Daniels, as he's got 273 yards passing and 2 passing TDs to lead his offense to the victory over the Las Vegas Raiders. And then next up, guys, we would see the San Francisco 49ers traveling to take on the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers would handle business at home, getting a dominating victory in this one, 38-10, after the San Francisco offense was without left tackle Trent Williams and quarterback Brock Purdy, who were out with injuries in this matchup. And unfortunately, we would see the offense only score 10 points for San Francisco, as the 49ers really dominate in this one, especially in the run game, with running back Josh Jacobs having 106 yards and 3 rushing TDs to lead the Green Bay Packers to victory in Week 12. And then next up here, guys, we see the Arizona Cardinals traveling to take on the Seattle Seahawks, and the Seahawks defense steps up big in this one, as we would see only 2 field goals scored from the Arizona Cardinals offense, as they were able to shut down Kyler Murray, and the offense for the Seattle Seahawks was able to score just enough to get the victory 16-6. The defense also helped with the score in this one for the Seattle Seahawks, which really made all the difference in this one. As we see here for the defense, they had a total of 5 sacks in this game, and a tackle for loss there, and the touchdown there to help lead the Seattle Seahawks in this victory here in the division in Week 12. And then next up, guys, on the Sunday Night Football game, we would see the Philadelphia Eagles travel to take on the Los Angeles Rams, and running back Saquon Barkley would make NFL history and Philadelphia Eagles franchise history, as he would rush for 255 yards, which is the most for a Philadelphia Eagles player in any game in franchise history. And not only that, it's also the 9th most rushing yards in a single game in NFL history. But we would see Saquon Barkley have a total of over 300 yards in this game, with 2 touchdowns on the day to lead his team to victory, as the Philadelphia Eagles stomp the Los Angeles Rams 37-20 on Sunday Night Football to get a big win to improve to 9-2 on the season. season looking like one of the top teams in the NFC. And then next up on the slate, guys, we have Monday Night Football, where we would see the Baltimore Ravens traveling to take on the Los Angeles Chargers, as we had back-to-back games there in SoFi in LA, and we would see the Chargers come out to an early lead in this one, 7-0 in the first quarter, but then the Baltimore Ravens would put their pedal to the metal and hit the gas as they were able to get the victory in this one, 30-23. The defense played tough, but it would be Derrick Henry for the Baltimore Ravens offense, who had 24 carries for 140 yards to help control the game, control the clock, and get the Baltimore Ravens a victory in this Monday night matchup in Week 12 over the Los Angeles Chargers, 30-23. And guys, this has been your NFL Week 12 review on Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you like and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show for more NFL reviews throughout the 2024 NFL season, for my Tampa Bay Buccaneers live play-by-plays that I will be doing live right here on Tim Reynolds Show for every single Tampa Bay Buccaneers football game. And make sure you check out Tim Reynolds Show for more NFL news, updates, and content. Thank you guys so much for checking out this NFL review. Make sure you guys hit me up in the comments, and if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much, guys. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what you guys think of my videos and Tim Reynolds Show. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody and their families during this most thankful of time. And I'm very thankful for all of you, for all of the subscribers and all the viewers and everybody who hits that like button right here on Tim Reynolds Show, watching my NFL content, my WWE content, and more sports content from this sports entertainment channel, Tim Reynolds Show on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.